All right, we are ready to start. Um, so yeah. First off, we're gonna have a experiment to see how well the Wi-Fi holds up tonight. I've been working. I again, not to name the internet provider, but a certain internet provider. If you get the router, like their router, some of them are not the greatest devices, and you can't change your Wi-Fi broadcast channel. Pretty important when I saw like 3 or 4 individuals all on the same channel, and we were wondering, where I'm streaming from, why it's been so spotty, and why it'll go from really good signal to not even being able to connect. And I'm thinking that that's part of the issue. I'm gonna adjust the microphone a little bit. So I shall see if I randomly drop off. It will be interesting if that's the case. The other thing too is I don't know if this chatter gave it to me as a recommendation, but I'll switch over to the document and I'll put it in the chat as well if anybody's interested in looking at it. But I have a command. Hopefully, did I remember the command correctly? I thought it was hashtag songs for Nightbot. 1 second, let me check. It should be. Yeah, I had it right. 1 second, maybe I need to refresh. But Nightbot should be picking that up. Hopefully. There we go. So that's the link to the Google Doc that I'm showing here. But the big change I made is originally there was autumn leaves in this section right here. Oops. Right here. Man, maybe I should change the highlight color, but you can see under the minor category. I changed it out for Beautiful Love. It's very similar to Autumn Leaves, and hopefully is not owned by Paul McCartney. And then I put Autumn Leaves under as a bonus song. So we're going to swap those two out. And what we're going to do tonight, and probably this is my favorite format of just 30-minute practice sessions. People come in, maybe chat. But that's usually how I do it. Then I take small breaks. But we're going to practice our standards. We're going to start, I think, with Beautiful Love. Because that's what I've been working on. And I'm going to make a slight adjustment in my OBS. There we go. Sorry. Being a little bit, less symmetrical that way. Anyways. So yeah, we're going to start working on Beautiful Love. And I have the melody. It's very nice. It's in D minor, which is very similar to the other stuff we've been working on, right? I've been doing a lot of stuff with, this. Right, and we've been doing the usual triads. But it's also in D minor, and Beautiful Love has a melody that kind of goes like this. It's very similar to Autumn Leaves in that, and of course that's in G minor instead of D minor. But it's a lot of walking up the minor scale and skipping to some interval of skipping over the fourth, I guess is one way to think about it. But it just 1, 2, 3, 5, just walking down and coming back to the third, and you repeat the pattern on the third. So you get 3, 3, 4, 5, 7. Down to where you started and up to, and then it repeats this pattern but with the same interval. So you got to go to the either you can think of it as the major sixth or the double flat or double flat seventh. So it has a shape that looks like, and then it goes all the way up to the ninth. And it goes 9, octave, 5, 7, 6, 1, 1, 2, and then it does that same walk up to the fifth. And the only thing that's different here is how you end this phrase. So the first time around, it's kind of this. The second time around, it starts on the you can think of it as the major seventh. 3, 2, 1, and 7, 8, 7, 1, 3, 2, 1. In terms of chords, it's a lot of 2, 5, 1s. It actually might even be simpler than Autumn Leaves, and I consider the chord progression for Autumn Leaves is pretty simple. But what I can do is I can bring it up right here, and I can even zoom this in a little bit. So the way that it goes is it's E half diminished, then A7, and D minor 7, 2 bars left, G minor, C7, F major. So we're just walking down 2, 5, 1s essentially, and then half, 2, 3, 4, and then G minor again. And you got B flat. I recommend you can play it down here, but because we're going to be going to A next, so I usually come up here, so on the 13th fret on the 5th string. It's the root. So it's then D minor. I don't think that's actually correct. 1 second, let me check. Yeah, this is E minor 7, flat 5. I have a typo here. But it has this turnaround, which is pretty simple. It happens to be 1 and then 3, 7, which I believe works as a swap out for. Usually, I think of what would be B and G. Do those swap out for each other? Anyways, it doesn't matter. You just see this pattern before that. It's 1, 3, 7, and then it's the 2, 5, 1 that points back to the 1. So you get. Well, it's 4 beats though. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And for Beautiful Love, you come back to this again. So you're already doing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Difference is in the second part of the ending, which again is the different version of this. Right, we're going. Well, it's technically that bar. It's dun, dun, dun. Well, I usually don't necessarily play that as straight, right? Because I'll do something closer to this. Sounds nicer, but it's the same idea. This chromatic note is just kind of a lead and tone too. So the only difference is we don't do the D minor for the full bar. We go D minor, B7, B flat, A. It's just a walk down. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So again, the standard is pretty simple. It's a lot of just this pattern. So you can count in this song how many times does that appear? Once, twice, three times. Three times, at least in the 16 bar form. So you're going to do that twice, except it is in the first ending, so you do it at least 5 times. Right? Again, playing it back to back. And this descending sequence is actually kind of a replacement for that. I believe it's a substitution for that as well. At least it works. It sounds like it, right? That it's. You're going. Oh no, it's up here. And a lot of the notes are, of course, similar. And you do get to A7 anyways. So again, think of that. But what I wanted to work on for at least this part for a little bit is using those chords, thinking about where we're going to play it on the guitar. So I like playing it in this, on the 5th fret in this position that I've been working on already. And I'll have the additional benefit of being in a spot, of being in a spot that I haven't played as much, right? I play a ton here around the 12th fret. I don't play as much on the 5th fret. So if we can find nice positions, it will expand our fretboard knowledge. So E minor, it's E diminished, but let's just think about it as E minor for a second. Well, it's pretty simple. We already know this form, which is D, so just move everything up 2 frets. Here's E, so that must be E as well. Yeah, of course it is. Right, because it's F right here. I know that already. So we got that. It's pretty simple. Let's sing the arpeggios. E7, but again it's half diminished, so let's lower the 4th for the arpeggio. 1, 2, 1, 2. A in this position, well, I can tell you the easiest one. I very well know that on the 6th string, A is there, so let's think of A7 in this position. So you get your usual box shape for the major, and we're just going to use that and lower the 7th. Maybe I can highlight the chord I'm working on. Oh, you can't see that. There we go. So A7, I can do A major. Same as that, but we're just going to lower the 7th. Especially on the lower strings, that's nice because it's the same pattern all the way up. Right? You'll notice that, especially in any of these positions where it's turning on the index finger, especially on the 6th string. You'll notice that it turns the bottom 3 strings into just fret, skip a fret, so you get 1, 3, 5-ish pattern if you want to think about it that way. Let's do not too bad. I already know that. G minor. G minor is going to be a little bit harder to get over here because I definitely know this shape over here. you. I'm thinking about the shape all the time. Right? Because the A flat's here too. So we can either, I'm thinking, this is kind of far back, but you can definitely do it here. Not my favorite. Maybe that's a little too far up the neck for me. As you can tell, I kind of prefer stuff down here. It's just easier to play. You maybe trade off because on most guitars the intonation isn't as good down here, but depending on the type of guitar you have, you can have better or worse intonation. I'm thinking about putting it on the 4-string. So D, E, F, G. Yeah, of course these are the same. Okay. And G minor 7, of course, is the 4th, so it should be there, right? Because we've been playing. So let's see if we can find a shape for G minor 7 here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Minor flat 6 now. Let's see a mistake again. Again, it should be the flat 6. So see nice roots here where we have D, we already know that. We have to play E, which we said we were going to play here. We got A, and then G. Okay. C, we can try the same thing here. So we have a few options. We can play it here in this shape. Shape isn't too bad. In fact, it's very similar to all the other positions. So let's see if we can make this work. I believe no. This should be C. Right, because this is B. It's based on relative tuning, so C has to be here. Ourselves position for C, F, F major 7. We have some options there, right? Because again, here's D, well established. F is here, so probably the biggest recommendation is going to be to put F so here. Not my favorite. I really don't want to go too far down the neck this way. I'm already on the 5th fret. So we have other options. Let's see. I know there's F here. The octave's going to be here, which is the one that I didn't necessarily want to do. What about C? We can play here, like we do with C, right? So we get. turns out that it should be similar for C7. So we got a shape for F major. We're already, oh, I said I was going to highlight because I didn't. Oops. Let's see. What else? What else are we missing? I'm going to do a real quick check. If you wanted to hear my, actually, I'm just going to mute desktop audio for a second, hopefully. Make sure. Yeah, we're doing good. All right. Yeah, we're doing good. All right. Why am I hearing myself? Oh, it's because I didn't mute over here. All right. Let's see. We're only missing stuff we can do with B7 and B flat 7. Because as we said, we're going to do F and C. Or sorry, F and C here. So B, before we've done A here, we can also just do a shape here. Well, sorry, that's B flat. B we can do here. Right, because this is C, right, so this has to be B. B flat is just the same shape down a fret. Oh wait, sorry, it's B7. Okay, and as we said, we already have A7. So we have 3 shapes. Probably the recommendation there is come up with some pattern that goes down, right? So you can do Coltrane patterns, for example. Let's start on the 7th and go. You know, that was kind of a 1, 2, 3, 5, but instead thinking about starting on the 7th. Yeah, so we should generally have places to do all of our arpeggios, right? As we said, we've got D minor here. E minor, or E diminished. And then we gotta get to A. And then we go to the 2nd, so it's G minor 7. I think we can just play it here anyways. C7. And then F major 7. Oh, sorry. And then let's see if we can go slow through the melody, and then set to make sure we do the repeats. What we're going to do is take a sip of my coffee real quick. We're going to play through the melody the first time. The second time, we're just going to start with roots, just so I can really think about where we're going to play it on the fretboard. And while I'm at it, I'm going to add tempo. I haven't done that yet. As I said, in there we're going to play around 125, not F125, just 125. And then let's set up the repeats. Yeah, that should work. It will not let me start up. That's annoying. Anyways. cursive and musical repeats that are not quite right. 1 second. Yeah, and I'm gonna skip a step. Let's just go to iReal Pro and play with that instead. I did it as 125, but we might want to do it a little bit faster. Let's try 140. I've already messed up. Let's start over. And really hit, make sure we hit the roots. E, A, D, D again, G, C, F major. I have to refresh myself. We're going way too fast with that. I should probably bring the tempo down, but it's going to be E, A, D minor, D minor, G, C, F major, E, sorry, E, A, D minor, G minor, B flat. I guess A is going to be B flat, so let's start over. So it's E minor, E minor, A, D minor, D minor, G, C, F major, B, A, D, G, B flat. Now, it should be A, right? D minor, G, E minor, A, G, E, A, E, A, D, D, G, Z, F, E, A, D, G, B flat, A, D, B flat, ba, 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 E, A, D, D again, G, C, F, E, A, D, G, B flat, A, D, E minor, A, E minor, A, B, G, C, F, E, A, D, G, B flat, A, bum, 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 bum. Well, I'm gonna take a real quick break. Be right back. We're gonna probably do 2 full sections on this because again, this is a song that we haven't, these chords we haven't practiced as much. Very similar to what we've done with other standards. But I like hearing the bass lines. What we're also gonna do is I think I'm gonna work a little bit on this stuff with it could happen to you. Putting bass notes under it, really working on like the chord melody section of that. But yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes. All right. All right. I think I got MuseScore working. Hopefully. No, again, still not jumping correctly. I just heard it do it again. So I think we're not going to do that. I think we're going to use iReal and just use that. I don't know. I like the visual, at least on the other screen, which is why I've been doing it. Let's see how far we can get. So we've been working on the at least the bass line, just to know good positions to play it on guitar. Same part. I don't know. I don't know why it naturally jumps to that point. Maybe changing the tempo or something will help. That's so weird to me. Again, if anybody knows, it would be very helpful. It's funny. It's always so weird about first and second repeats. See, it gets that right, and then watch, it's going to jump right around here. Yeah. Again, it's so weird. I think it's because it can't deal with the number of measures. Yeah, okay. Alright, we'll just do iReal Pro. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring down the tempo a little bit to like 100. I'm going to play the melody the first time through. We'll do melody, this root movement that I've been working on, and then melody again. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Almost messed up there. Oh, it's Or sorry, A, D. Sorry, D. I'm disconnected from one playing. G, C, N, E, A, D, G, B flat, all right, let's try and speed it up. Let's go up to like 120. We'll start by playing the melody. I can remember the melody. One more time. Ah. Oh, we're doing one more time. All right. Let's see if we can do 1, 3 on every chord that lasts. So, when we start, it should be 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Wait, 1, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1. similar to Autumn Leaves. Like you can really just kind of stick in D minor the entire time here. It isn't going to sound too bad, honestly. But I want to play the chords. Like that's why I'm playing jazz. I really want to know everything. All right, let's see if we can do it at 120 BPM with Iron Pro. Bum, bum. Started around D, so starting G minor, C7, F major, E, A, D minor. Oh, sorry, I played major, D major there. Okay, D minor. Yeah, not too bad. Let's see. Let's do. Since I already feel like I'm kind of getting close to starting to improvise, so we'll do melody one time through. We'll do the trying to outline some chords or something, and then we'll improvise one time through. And it'll probably I still got 8 minutes. We'll do that once, and then we'll see where we're at. Let's start over just because I know I can do better than that. Listen, my camera's. I gotta make sure that at least my hands are in the shot. I might go into OBS and fix that on the next break. Bring at least this side up just a tiny bit. I can. Yeah, there we go. Oh, maybe. Yeah, okay. That first time was a little rough. Yeah, it was okay. Not the worst for the first try. Let's try and not play the melody this time. Let's up it and see if we can do bass movement the first time. We're going to improvise maybe 3 times through. So we'll up this to 5 times. And then we'll try melody on the last time, I guess. Start off, and we're actually going to do the changes right. Start off. G, E diminished, A, messed up the melody a little bit there. Not too bad. Again, we're on the first times of trying. I'm interested in maybe playing some of that back and hearing how it sounds. All right, with that, I'm going to take a real quick break. Be right back. All right, I am back. What we're going to do is we're going to switch over to It Could Happen to You. I think in the last section, I do a lot more in the D minor type stuff. So 30-minute block of It Could Happen to You. In particular, I'm going to start with, it'll let me open it. Hopefully. Yeah. We're going to try and do the bass line under the melody. But even before that, let's just play with it. We'll do very similar to what we're doing before. Oh, I don't have it up on my monitor. Similar to what we've been doing before. What I think we're going to do first, though, probably we'll schedule maybe about 10 to 15 minutes of soloing, where, like, as I was doing in the last session, melody in the first time, very, very similar to, like, you know, what you'd expect it to be. But melody in first time, improvising in the middle parts, and then head out. All right, yeah, 5 times. Let's do it. We're going to do 5 times around. It Could Happen to You. Already messed up. Play the melody right at least one time. We're gonna start over. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.